Hey, what's up? This is Todd Smith. I am back with another video, and I cut my hand. Yeah, I cut my hand doing dishes, guys. Yeah. What can you say? I'm sure you've done it before. It's not your most intelligent moment in life, but you know what? Even though I almost lost a limb in the tides of war, I'm here making a video for you guys. I hope you appreciate it. Hope it shows my dedication to you getting out of the trenches to actually do a video for you. And today I wanted to talk about presets and how a lot of amazing synths come with really crappy presets. That's just how I found it to be, at least in my opinion, or what I look for in sounds. A lot of great sound engines, synth engines, I would have never come to fully love if I just based them off the presets that the factory gave me. I mean, there's always an exception to every rule, and it really makes you appreciate presets that you do enjoy when you do get them. I mean, but the reality is these people make synthesizers, and they find some people to make the sounds, but their main goal is not to push the synth as far as possible. That's your goal. That's your objective when you get it home. So it makes complete sense that the best sounds are found by the people who actually use the machines all the time in their studios. I'll admit, I'm a man who loves my presets. I really do. I love presets. I love presets on machines. I love the ability to save and recall later. It's something I can't live without on a lot of the pieces in my studio. Yes, I can. I love having my little Behringer rack back there that's no presets and it's kind of floaty and you never can just fully define it. But I could never, ever fully live in that world. Some people can. Some people thrive in it. There is no right or wrong answer in music when it comes to gear. It's only you. And that's really the hardest part, is finding you in this whole adventure. Where do you thrive in going with that? I found I do the most solid work and at the most productive rate when I have presets and I can recall those sounds. And since analog tends to cost more money, which has presets, I go digital a lot of the times because I am a budget musician. So today I wanted to talk about my synthesizers that I have that had absolutely horrible presets that I ended up just loving the sound engines, and I use them in almost every song, and they've just, stood the test of time when it comes to my studio. Many of these synths have grown to really define the sound that I make today. So it really goes to show that you can never truly judge a book by its cover, as your mama always taught you. Now, again, I'm just going to go around my limited studio in my limited experience, tell you my examples. I would love to know your examples because I know you have a completely different experience. We're going to start with a synthesizer that's been here from the beginning of my studio. It's, I think, the only synthesizer that survived since the start of this channel, if I recall. It's the Microkorg, the little brother of the Blue Beast, the MS-2000. I think the Microkorg is a perfect example of a great sounding, super powerful synth that comes with crap presets. I mean, the presets, in my opinion, do absolutely zero justice to what this machine can do. Now, I'd like to say I'm basing this 100% off the original version of the machine. I've never touched the newer white version, which I assume has newer presets. Maybe they've amped that up a little bit. But I think even if I got the white one, it wouldn't fully tread on all the sounds that I was looking for. I would have to rip into the guts to fully get out everything that I craved from this machine. When you start to do that with the MS-2000 engine, the smaller version of it, the Microkorg, that engine is extremely powerful even today. It can make insanely great sounds and finds its way into almost every track in every album, guaranteed. Waldorf Blofeld is another synth I don't feel justified at all the inner workings of the synth, though I will say that I do feel the presets on it did a better job to get more out of the machine than the original presets on the Microkorg. So I'll give it justice on that when it comes to Waldorf, but you still really have to dig into this thing, in my opinion, to truly find what you want. And when you start to do that with this thing is pretty much endless. Yes, there's a menu dive that'll turn some people off, but my gosh, is the Waldorf Blofeld absolutely gorgeous at times. I would say the weakest part of the Blofeld, in my opinion, is its overall volume. It's quiet compared to a lot of my other synths, which means I just need to amp it up in the mix a bit, which is no issue, but it is, the volume is low compared to all the other synths I own. Last but certainly not least, I need to go to my newest piece, which again is a Korg Op 6. To me, no way in any type of lifetime does the original sounds come close to justification of how deep this thing goes. But being said, this is a damn deep machine, and I don't expect any just normal preset creator to really dig that deep. I'm just like fully now getting the grips of just how deep this thing goes, and it's a monster. It's a great synth engine. Just like everything else, it's not perfect. I would say the weakest point in this machine is by far the digital filters. You can't get around that. You're not going to get these crazy analog sweeps, but it definitely morphs in so many other ways that, in my opinion, it makes up for having those weak filters. How long it stays in my studio, we don't know. I mean, this one's pretty new. I think it's a keeper. And it's definitely one of those synths that you just need to dig in there to get it. They have some great sound packs too. None that I've made, but I've bought a few, and I've had some given to me because I'm a content creator. And some of these secondary sound packs that people make for the machine definitely explore it a lot better, in my opinion, than what it came with. Again, this is all taste. I mean, you could get the Waldorf and absolutely love the presets on it. You could love the presets that come with the Microkorg or the Op6 because it fits into what you're doing. You know, we're all different in that sense. Music is never wrong. Nothing's wrong. It's all just opinion, taste. And I just find that I have to dig into the guts of the machine to really find the stuff that I truly love. And what is your favorite synth of all time with absolutely trash presets? I'd love to know your opinion. And as always, stay positive, stay creative, support each other, guys, and peace.